Hey Arthur, how are you doing?
I'm great. How about you?
Yeah, good, thanks. So, really interesting look at little fader modules with all these symbols and stuff. So, what are we looking at here?
So the thing is, the brand is famous for making the 69 fader bank.
Okay.
And when it came to retire it, we decided, what can we do next? And what we did is the fader punk.
The fader punk.
Fader punk, yeah. So it's a whole thing. So think of it as a multi-channel modulator. So you get one channel is a jack, a fader, and a button. And on these, so the jack can be an input or an output, and then you can run apps on each of the faders. So for example, here you have an LFO, some random modulator, some MIDI to CV, CV to MIDI. You can do sequencing, you can do Euclidean rhythms, envelopes. We have currently a list of 17 apps.
Right, so they're like MIDI processors type of thing, or little sort of MIDI processing apps?
Yeah, MIDI and CV, so it does both. And so it comes with an online configurator that allows you to completely personalize the device, where you can change the color of the
LEDs. Right, so it's like a web MIDI kind of thing, or is it?
It's a web USB, but yeah.
Right, yeah, okay, got it.
Yeah, similar thing. And then when you're done setting it up, you've got also a sheet of stickers.
Right, so you can put them on the...
Exactly, on the buttons. So one of the issues with the previous one was that people were just taking a big piece of tape and then sticking it on it, and then it didn't look great. So
okay.
And it basically does everything. So the idea is that if you have a modular system, you only need sound modules, and this would do all of the envelopes, the sequencing, the LFOs,
so it's
the
like
modulation.
CV tools controlled by the fader. Yeah, I got it.
But you can also use it to add CV to a MIDI instrument. For example, if you have a polyphonic synthesizer, you can add some CV modulation to it because it does CV to MIDI.
Right, okay, so you could interface your modular into it and then it would do stuff.
Exactly, yeah. And if you have some little, or bigger even.
Seashell, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Semi-modular synthesizers, they always come a little bit limited. There's usually an envelope, an LFO, but not so much more. This allows you to then add and expand functionality to it.
So are these all inputs or all outputs or all assignable?
They are all assignable, so the jack can be set in software to be either an input or an output.
Right.
And the range is also, you can set it in the software as well.
So the voltage range,
yeah,
right.
so it's going to be plus and minus 5 or 0 to 10.
Or triggers, does it do triggers as well?
That's
pulses?
trigger as well. Okay, I can maybe demo it a little bit more with some sound. So if I do this here. So here I have a sequencer running, that's sequencing the modular. I have another sequencer here, sequencing the C shell. I have my drums. Then I have some MIDI control for Bitwig here. And do this.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, and so all of the envelopes are actually coming from the device itself now.
Right.
And what you can do as well, which is really great, is that you have scenes.
All right,
so
wow, okay.
Yeah, so you can save the state of all of the apps.
Okay.
And this allows you to then bring presets to a modular synthesizer.
So it's a control hub, but it also sits in between your MIDI and your software as well.
Yeah, so it does.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it does really the interface of the whole studio, basically. Sorry, I've got something running.
So does it also? So can you like combine and what am I thinking? Merge and split from the inputs and outputs. So you have a signal that maybe comes in and goes out to 3 places.
Yeah.
Or a mix of 2 or 3 inputs that go to a single output. That sort of stuff.
So I mean, the way it works now is that you assign a little app on specific channels. So for example, here I have a 2-channel app, which is an AD envelope, where I have an input and then the output goes to the modular. And then you have some, and then...
Oh, so an app could be, one fader long or 6 faders or 8.
So here I have the sequencer is the largest app that we have currently, and it's 8 channels.
Right.
And it runs 4 16-step sequences.
Right.
And here I have 2-channel Euclidean sequences that are sending MIDI to Bitwig here that is playing the drums. The envelopes are just modulating stuff around. And
so can you do things like have an app running on the button and then use the fader for something else? So
no, so the channel is fixed. So that's the minimum unit. It's going to be a jack, a fader, and a button. And you
Right.
can have multiple of these for one app.
But so, for instance, you might have a pulse output
Yeah.
that's just using the jack, and then the fader could send just a MIDI CC.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So
yeah,
you could,
so there is an open source API to write your own apps. So basically it's completely open. So if you get a bit into programming, you can actually modify all of the apps that are in there. And if you want to just mess around and do your own stuff, yeah, anything is possible really.
So it sounds highly configured. I mean, and it'll work as a MIDI controller, I guess, as well.
Yeah. So here I have I'm controlling the volume of the kick and so on.
And is that
that's
one app, or is that just?
Yeah, that's one app, and I've got multiple ones.
Okay.
And what you can do as well, you can also go there, and like this one here, you can customize the colors of the apps as well. So you go there, and now this is green.
Okay.
So that allows you to color code things and make it easier for you when you play live.
So will this run in standalone mode to be
Absolutely.
able?
So all of the apps are on the device itself. The configurator is only there to set it up, and then you disconnect it, and it runs individually. You can just power it from a USB
Including the
power supply.
presets and all the
Everything. And you can even
neat.
power it from your Eurorack system. It's a Eurorack module, 56 HP.
But you could put it in a boat or something underneath.
Yeah. And the connectors on the back, actually the cable that connects to it is also using the same standard as the IntelliGel and Befaco cases. So if you put it in one of these, you can still use USB and MIDI and so on.
Wow, okay,
So,
that's neat.
yeah.
And how many presets did you say it holds on board?
16.
16. So
So one per button basically.
that's really interesting. So
And
the entire setup. All right, so the entire setup could change based on one button press. So
not
when
entirely.
you call
So
a preset,
it's saving the state of all of the apps.
right?
So, but it will not change apps. And that's also
okay.
like for safety reasons, because you like the inputs and outputs can be switched.
And
when
then
you
suddenly
change the app,
something terrible could happen.
Yeah, I mean it's fairly safe, but you don't want to do this live or do it this
Right, I've got
unintentionally.
you. So this looks like a really so is there what sort of pricing are we talking about for these
So
things?
that's €650,
Right.
£579, and we launch on the 9th of October.
Right, okay,
And,
so you're
it's very
taking
close, yeah.
are you taking pre-orders and stuff, or is it just going straight?
It will be in retailers very soon. So we have a mailing list where you can register your interest on faderpunk.cv.
Just scan that, kids.
Yeah. And it comes out in less than 2 weeks, and we are super excited. We've been working on this for 2.5 years.
I have another question.
Yeah,
so
please, yeah.
in terms of MIDI,
Yeah.
Are there multiple MIDI buses, or is it just a single MIDI bus? So could you send MIDI to this device and I don't know, some other device that...
Yeah, so it's a single MIDI out, but
Right,
you can
so
set
you'd
the
have
MIDI channels.
But you'd have to channelize it. So
But you have, I can maybe show on this one, it's going to be easier. You've got USB, MIDI input, and 2 MIDI outputs. For now, these are like USB and MIDI in and out. MIDI in and out. Out 1 and 2 are just copies of each other.
So
but
that,
these are
right,
stuff will.
but you could do a second bus if you needed to.
Yeah. So that's a device that is really designed to evolve over time, and will receive tons of uploads and updates. And hopefully also the open source community will join the effort and also make their own apps and share what they've done.
Brilliant,
So,
thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much for coming.
Thank you.
It's the first time we actually show it to a bigger audience. We had a small presentation at Schneider's a few days ago.
Okay, and how's that been going?
Great, the interest
was that
is
Schneider's
great.
Keller or Schneider's Brewer?
Schneider's Laden.
Schneider's
And,
Laden,
in
okay.
Berlin. Yeah, we're from Berlin, so
okay,
it's,
gotcha.
it's next door, so it's easy for us.
Nice. Well, thank you very much, Arthur.
Well, thank you very much, Nick. And see you around, and check out the Faderpunk on faderpunk.tv.